he started. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. That's already the third time they've worked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Got a man, it's Jerry Rice. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. And again, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. On play action, Allen rolling to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. David Njoku. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Pushing his way through. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. First down, Winston. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
On third down, Winston. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Smith, 46 yards. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Play action. Now it's Allen. On the move to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Dancing to his left. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and that will force a turnover on downs. Winston now to throw on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing, Winston. Over the middle to Smith. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Walker. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Off the play fake, Winston. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, they They suck the defense in with a play fake, went over the top.
And I know from past experience, when offenses do that, a lot of times the defense guys are screaming at them, run the ball, run the ball. The offense doesn't really care. They got 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around. Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession. Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
Now 2nd and 9. Allen going to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Here's Allen. That is caught. He's got room to roam. Kelsey imposing his will. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Devin Hester from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Winston. It's caught. Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Working out of the gun, Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Finally, this defense makes a stand. They'd given up touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but here they said, we've got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards to go, second down. Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side, completion to Rice. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
A first down throw for Winston. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Winston. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
He's in the space past the 25 and all the way down to the 17-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. That is caught inside the 5. And the Falcons are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie things at 17-all. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. McCaffrey on the counter.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. Allen off the play fake.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Allen running right on the option.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1 yard. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Javon Curse able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work to his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now, is it 4th down? No, it's 3rd down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown,
Cowboys have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. They had just relinquished the lead on the field goal. Ensuing kickoff, they get that lead right back.
So does this come under the heading of you can't keep a good team down?
There you go. That works.
Eye
for an eye.
I'm with you on that one. Just to be able to break back immediately. Not down at all. No heads down after giving up the lead. And coming right back at them. And a special team score, that's like gold in a coach's manual.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he stopped immediately there. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And now they'll throw with Allen. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Javon Curse picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
One final try here for Allen. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The throw over the middle taken in, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5. On second down, it's Walker. And he's got some space here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. First down, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's Winston. Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Hoping for a 4th down stop. Instead, they flinch and move the chains.
Flinch, jump, not watching the ball. All the sins that you're not supposed to commit, they come into play there.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And another negative play there as they stop him again.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run, Walker. And he's across for the touchdown. And